We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Oklahoma City.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And here's Brown for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Williams. Clock at 4. And here's Caruso outside. They get it back. To the middle. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Another shot. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Right side, Holiday. The kick out to White. Tatum from long range. Caruso grabs the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. And it's off from three-point range. Boston trailing. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Now here's Holiday. Shot clock at 6. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Holiday's got 7 points in the game. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, wow. Dort just going off. Making a big show of how athletic he can be.
Tatum with a screen. The drive by Holiday. Good work defensively by Dort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Williams misses. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. A minute 37 left to play in the first half. Back to Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Jrue Holiday.
And you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And he drops a first. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Tatum. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
"27 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. And stolen by Williams.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. That'll count. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
The Celtics, 29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Caruso. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hartenstein's got his first basket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Now here's Dort. Give him 8 points now. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Hartenstein, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Doubled by Hartenstein. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer, Holiday. Gets the three to fall. Holiday's got 10.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So it's Oklahoma City now. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game. Tatum barreling in. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player. From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 12.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. The drive by Holiday. The kick out to White. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's the fast break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Now here's Holiday. 10 points for him.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Williams up top for the lead. That one no good. Tatum inside. Now here's Porzingis. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Of course, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
On the wing, Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Shoots. Holmgren with the block.
Wow. I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. SGA on the move. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
The kick out to White. On the wing, Tatum. Inside. And stolen by Williams. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention?
And here they come. Oh, how about KP on the break?
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
And the basket by Holiday.
Terrific night for Holiday so far. And I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Pass to Caruso. And here's Holmgren. Now here's Williams. Going inside. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. And Williams drops them both. Horford with it. With 1 on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Fires for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
Celtics ball.
Pass to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Brown scanning the floor. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Brown with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Thunder with a lead. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Williams from long range. Fires in the triple.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Tatum with a screen. Here's Brown. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Now Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Holmgren. The offensive rebound. Dort. And here's Holmgren. Williams with the screen. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
And Holmgren already has the trust of his teammates, which is why they set screens for him.
Pass to Porzingis. The 3 ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston trailing. White on the wing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Plenty of space. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Thunder leading by 3. Caruso outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
The kick out to White. Tatum with a screen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. Level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
White hits them both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Dort outside. White with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort on the inside. Gets himself the whistle.
So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Outside, Brown. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Holiday. And stolen by Williams. Driving to the basket. And Williams punches it home.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's White. Fires the 3. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target. Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Holiday from long range. Catch. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most.
we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guy. Well, Doris, this is a game, including you and I, that everyone had circled on their calendars. So, that being said, how do you see it being played out?
You have two excellent teams. The talent is there. The coaching is there. There's so much at stake when two good teams square off. Make it anyone's call tonight, because I don't know exactly who's going to come out on top.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the miss by Porzingis. Here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Driving the lane. Brown jams it in.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Holmgren. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, following the three from Drew Holiday. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for three.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Right side, Porzingis. Holmgren with the block.
Long, 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And the Thunder, another three.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
The kick out to Williams. And the Thunder, another three.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Finished off the break. Williams has got five now.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Tatum a screen to the inside. Outside, Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And here are the Thunder now. They're on an 11-3 run. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, on the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. It's stolen by White. The finish, and White with the stuff.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thanks, David. And here is Williams, following Porzingis' three. Brown with it. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That gives them the lead. 8 points for Porzingis.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
And here is Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Stolen by Dort. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration.
Number 40, Luke Cornett.
Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that 15. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares collapsed thus far.
How about the awareness from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Gets a steal, quickly turns it into a transition bucket.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Screen by Porzingis. White, wide open. He fires. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Here's Holmgren. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 6 points.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Right side Porzingis, and he lays it straight in. He's got 10.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot the range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Screen by Hartenstein. Taken away by Holiday. Here's White. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Gentlemen, that is about excellent concentration from Derek White. You play through the foul, now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot. An excellent shot blocker and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Horford with it. Dort covering. White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Third team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Down low. Horford gets a hand on it.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Now Horford twice on the pipes.
Outside Tatum. The screen from Brown. Outside Horford. Clock at 4. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Thunder making a switch here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
The Thunder with the lead. Taken away by Holiday. Drives to the hoop. A wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For three, Holmgren drills it from outside. Holmgren's got 11 points.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside Williams from past the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. Screen by Porzingis. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. It's Brown on the wing. They could use a bucket. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Left side Williams. Back to Holmgren. And stolen by Tatum. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Porzingis has a 2. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Dors has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 8.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside Holiday. Tatum a screen. Shot clock at 6. Throws it down, JT!
I love it, Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
They set the pick. Holmgren in the corner. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Celtics.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
And the Thunder with possession. The lead is 2. Now here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis can't hit. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and a little cheering. Let's see who expected to be the loudest for a free t-shirt.
And the Thunder making the switch here. So it's Boston now. It's a 5-point game. Brown outside. It's to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doors, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day.
Yep. That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Tatum on the wing. They shoot again. Here's White. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Tatum a screen. Horford makes it off the glass.
Well, Al Horford using his mobility around the basket. He steps through the defense. No one gets in his way.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here comes one. Needing the fast break. Brown wide open. He fires. Misses off the left iron. It's Dort on the wing. Wiggins outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. Celtics trailed by 3. Outside, Tatum. Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum.
And great move there to ensure they end the quarter on a strong note.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Thunder up 1. Don't go it. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They lead by 1. It's stolen by White. Moving it up. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brown outside. Holmgren with the steal.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Out to White. Left side, Porzingis. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
To Porzingis. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And that is a big loss for this team. And this game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Tatum at the elbow. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Oklahoma City?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
It's Dort on the wing. On the clock. Here's Holmgren. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Dort. And stolen by White. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the chart.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
On the wing rush. Back to Porzingis. Shot's good. Brown making the play. 21 points for Porzingis.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Off the inbound pass. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
They set the screen. Right side, Dort. 6 on the shot clock. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And stolen by Tatum. Pass to Brown. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Porzingis with the ball. Over in the corner, White. Outside Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Williams with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Hartenstein. It falls.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Holmgren. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And showing us some toughness there. Nice to see Holmgren fearless at attacking on the drive and getting fouled.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Fires for three. And the miss. So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Here's Fox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
KD's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Now, Vassell. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
O'Neal outside. They push it up 4 on 3. The wide open look here for Fox. Hands it from downtown. Fox has got 5 now.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
O'Neal on the wing. They need this. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he tries to enter with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And that's the thing about Barnes. He doesn't always look like he's moving fast, but very few guys seem to catch him.
Back to Beal. He takes it in and finished off by Beal.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Fox goes in. The kick out to Barnes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Booker. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Outside, Fox. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Vassell wide open. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks. The kick out to Barnes. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now, here's O'Neal. Nothing on the board.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Barnes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, O'Neal. Kicks it out to Allen. Now here's Durant. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Now, Wembanyama. Defended by Durant. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Wembanyama, left side.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal. Because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot, that's really good D.
6 to shoot. Here's Castle. Rebound by the Suns. Here's KD. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Spurs lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started.
13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Antonio?
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
The kick out to Fox. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Durant deciding where to go with it. O'Neal outside. Here's Beal with the 3. Spurs leading by 7. Inside. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Pass to Durant. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. O'Neal on the wing. No good with the triple. Fox with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. The kick out to Barnes. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot-up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
They double-team KD. Outside, O'Neal. The Suns need to get a shot off. Over Castle. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Fox, no good. Suns trail by 11. And Allen launches it from deep. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's Castle. No scoring in this one. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
O'Neal outside. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. The 3 from KD. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the shot is good. Barnes has got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
Outside Durant. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific And Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Beal pulls it in. Suns trail by 16. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. KD, that's for 2. And that one's on target from the wing. KD's got 8 points.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Spurs.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. And here's Booker from the arc. San Antonio leading by 16. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Booker. San Antonio again turning it over. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. There's 38 seconds left from the first half of basketball. O'Neal outside. Back to KD. An even 3-on-3 break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Suns trail by 19. And the foul on Jeremy Sochan. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
16 seconds left to play in the first half.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. For San Antonio, they've only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. The free throw drops for Sochan. And so Sochan nails both of them. KD a screen. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Fox. This one for 3. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Suns trail by 17. And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
A nice shot by KD.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Fox goes in. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it again. Wembanyama. Oh, he misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Kicks it out to Allen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
Phoenix ball.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And here's Booker. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. O'Neal's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Suns trailed by 13. There's Beal with the 3. Outside Durant. Booker in the corner. O'Neal outside. Another miss by O'Neal. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Allen outside. Outside for Beal. O'Neal wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. 10 points for him.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Suns on defense. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Barnes. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Here's Castle. Four on the clock. O'Neal with the steal.
Anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Yep, that one goes in there. O'Neal's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Pass to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Durant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
San Antonio.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Fox driving in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
It's Beal on the wing. KD a screen. Booker in the post. O'Neal from long range. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And he jams it with authority.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
To the inside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs out in front, leading by 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Spurs leading by 11. Here's Castle.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Suns on offense. On the try, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Beal off on the layup. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Back to Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Spurs leading by 13. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox from outside. Rebounded by Allen. And now the Suns, a fast break. Outside Durant. Back to Beal. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Outside, Fox. Another miss by Fox.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Down low. Outside for Beal. Back to KD. Durant raising up.
Well, a terrific secondary playmaker. Beal with a nice find.
O'Neal with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Kicks it out to Booker. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Pass to KD. A rebound by the Spurs. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And then Durant with the jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Fox with it. Clock at 6. To the middle. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Suns trail by 7. Screen by O'Neal. KD with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Allen. Back to Booker. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Fox with the drive. O'Neal with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Durant, good.
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? KD can't get it to go. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead. The drive by Booker. Pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From the arc. Back to KD. The rebound by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Fox, no good. Poked away. Fox with the steal. Cranes the three-pointer. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what